What up, it's your boy T-Bird here with the reaction. So, y'all know the new video game coming out that's going to be hot involving the anime world is Jump Force, which is when your favorite shonens from Shonen Jump and all that fighting in one battle out video game, man, which is going to be awesome. Main character they have out is Goku, Naruto, Luffy from One Piece, and also Light as well too. Now the good old question that some, but not all, have, especially me, top people that are like me, which not very a lot as I see, us dubbers. Will there be an English dub option for Jump Force? You know, I mean, I have a feeling it might. I mean, it should, man. I mean, it should be no doubt they could have something like that. Anytime they have like a option to switch from Japanese to English when it comes to the Tekken versus Street Fighter game, though, like it was like so many characters that switched their names, switched their voices over to English, though, but still, it was worth it. And they got it going on for DBZ Fighters. I said DB Fighters as well too. So I doubt that they wouldn't not leave that option in for Jump Force, but you may never know. But here's a discussion from Greg. What's this guy named? Greg Station, I guess. I'm not sure he's part of the crew that makes the video game, or he just anime Griffin Station. I'm not sure he's just an anime fan like us, like myself and many others. But anyway, this is called Will There Be an English Dub Jump Force discussion. Let's go.
Hello everyone, this is Griffin Station back here with another Jump Force video. Today I wanted to specifically discuss voice acting and whether it would only be Japanese or if there's going to be an English dub along with it. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, there's going to be an English dub. They've never done it before for most anime games. In fact, I think the only anime games that come out with English dubs are Naruto and Dragon Ball. But it's just not a possible thing considering the vast amount of series, and also the series don't have English dubs. But I want to preface this by saying there are some alternatives in terms of voice acting that I want to bring up. So the first option would be giving the entire cast an English dub, and I came to this conclusion because earlier today I was just rewatching the initial Jump Force trailer that released at E3, and I didn't realize that in the American and the Japanese version of the trailer they used English narrator, which means that they are at least marketing this towards a worldwide audience that speaks English to an extent. This just got me thinking, well, if they're already marketing it with an American voice narrator, they might be including English dubs. I know some people aren't a fan of English dubs, but if they did include an English dub, they could get around the whole licensing thing through like Funimation and Fizz and stuff, and do what NIS America did with Bleach Soul Resurrection, and just hire the actors independently. I know they couldn't get some of the actors to come in to do the game for Bleach Soul Resurrection, so they hired some other people to come in and do those voices.
Okay.
But that is an option for them. Just hire independent voice actors to come in and do the voices for the characters. If they can't get the original voice actors, just get somebody else to do the voice, and hire just completely new people to do the characters that haven't been in a dub so far. Alternatively, they could do what some fighting games do, at least fighting games in the past I've seen do, which is give some characters an English voice, while give other characters just strictly their Japanese dubbed voice. And this would be a great alternative for characters who are both in American and Japanese dubs, while
That's
giving
actually a good
characters
idea.
like, let's say, Suna from Hitman Reborn, just his authentic Japanese voice as the only option, as he has never been in an English dub.
That's
Now,
awesome.
that option I actually think has a better chance than the first option I mentioned, where every character gets an English dub. I think at least characters like Goku and Naruto have a chance of getting an English dub. And lastly, there is always the option where only Japanese dub is in this game, like J-Stars, like all the One Piece games that are releasing nowadays, etc., like JoJo. There's probably not going to be an English dub. And just because this game is being marketed with an American sounding voice in English doesn't necessarily mean that this game will have an English dub, and I am fully aware of that. And so the likelihood of an English dub is not likely. I think there is at least a better chance than, let's say, J-Stars, which was just being ported over from Japan over to America with updated text. But I wouldn't get my hopes up on that. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. I would be greatly appreciated. And if you have any suggestions for future discussion videos, I know the last couple days I hadn't posted a video. It was mainly just because of celebrating 4th of July and not being home. But I am back and I'm going to try to make more videos. I know Anime Expo is going on right now, and right now they're showing off gameplay for Jump Force there, so hopefully we'll see more footage there. If you have any other suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. If you think that there's going to be an English dub, or if you don't think there's going to be an English dub, leave why you think that in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos discussing Jump Force, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Alright, so this was a good. Hold up. This was a good little discussion on his part about it, though. The two options he said about the English dub, I agree. I mean, the third one, of course, you dubs the only mean. If it comes out of that, I mean, I still think the game, though, I mean, and like never, it's like be a 4 game, no matter. But if the option does, the first two, either of the two options would be pretty great, though. Like especially for games for animes that never had a English release, that's cool. And I look at the comments, that's why my phone I'm looking down, and I see what people say in the comments. Not many comments, and a lot of people did agree with one. Did say one comment though, was I definitely agreed though, especially since, like I said, I told you while I was playing Street Fighter vs. Tekken, they had an option to switch the characters, each characters from English to Japanese, like all because on when I got it, almost every single Street Fighter character except for Guile, they was automatically switched to Japanese. I mean, and then when technically majority was switched to English, only guys like Jin Kasama Auto was switched to Japanese. But he had the option to switch all characters to English, or all to Japanese, or you switch certain different characters to Japanese and English. So one of the people that made a question for that option as well too, like how about we use a chance where we can turn the English dub off for different characters though, like like for Goku, because a lot of people like he's one of the main ones. A lot of people likes the dub version of him more than the Japanese though, because Japanese he sound girly, especially Krillin. That man, for Naruto and the American, and switches off for some of the other guys that to some are very cringy and in English dub. Per their opinion though. I mean, I haven't found anything very cringing about a dub version anyway. Well, I guess because I'm been used to dub since the dawn of me watching anime since I was in the 80s, 90s though. But yeah, they have that option at least. That'd be pretty awesome as well too. I mean, or just have, like I said, the same thing, but have English available for only certain animes, characters that we're able to speak in that have English version of their anime. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I like the option there. There's hoping, and I still hope they do have at least some kind of English dub version for English dub options for Jump Force though. If not, it's all good. I'll still fuck with it though. Just, I mean, it's gonna be hopefully there's not too much dialogue. I mean, it is, and gotta deal with it. But other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you agree or disagree, definitely let me know as well too. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.